Yo! What's up, mga... gusto ko talaga mag-introduction again. But anyway, can you guys hear me well? Let me know in the comments if you can hear me pretty well. Yes, no. Before we start, can you guys hear me? Dave. Good, great, cool. All right, so everyone can hear. You can actually make a comment in the YouTube channel. So if you guys have any questions, you can actually use the YouTube channel to make any comments. So yeah, so we'll start the class. I'll just share the screen. The topic for today is basically about video marketing. Sabi niya na bossing. Yep, cool. All right, okay lang yan. So the topic for hindi yan ang topic natin today. Topic natin today is video marketing. Online class, video marketing. So right, so that's basically going to be our topic for today, which I want you guys to learn as part of your classes with Experience Philippines. So let's get on with the class. All right, so I'll just share the screen. There you go. Can you guys see the screen? Yes? All right. Cool. So this is actually around 33 slides, but we're going to be doing medyo ano lang to, very, how do you call it, very in-depth. Maybe you guys have classes already in the university on marketing or video marketing. So, but this is just an add-on to your learning. So this is just more of FYI, at least for your information, or at least you know something about it. And it can also give you a bit of like a some snippets or some ideas that can help improve. Let's say if you have your family has a business or a project, or you can actually suggest some of these strategies that you can utilize there. You can also use this in Experience Philippines. It's up to you guys. So, but this is just a class that I gave for Department of Trade and Industry last year for students who are learning to be entrepreneurs, or getting the skills to be entrepreneurs, and learning about marketing strategies that they can utilize. So in this particular case, we're utilizing the video. So the topic for today is basically how to create effective and relevant video content online. I'm suppose you guys already are very familiar on video content. We see that every day. We see that in our news feeds. We see that in most of the social media channels. In fact, majority now of the way people consume content is actually via video, and it's one of the most effective ways and means to be able to deliver our message or communicate our message across our market. So that's why a lot of companies now are utilizing videos, and you would also see many softwares, many applications, whether they are mobile applications or desktop applications, that are geared to creating videos. And many times, like example, Canva is one of them. It used to be like a platform for graphic design. They now included video creation also as part of Canva. If you use the professional one, there's so many stock videos that you can actually utilize just for that quick 30-second, quick 45-second, or even a minute videos that you want to relay to your clients or to your market. No, so for this particular class, this is basically how the outline is going to be. No, so the goals, the content, how we publish, how we optimize, and what kind of shows we want to utilize. No, so you're basically going to learn this very quickly. It's not going to be in depth. You can easily ask that later on as in our Discord channel. So I just want to brush through this whole idea, this whole concept, so that you have a bit of a deeper understanding of what video marketing is. No? So the key takeaway that you're going to be having after watching this is that you can explore different video channels. No, understanding your why. It's the second one. Utilizing free tools to share stories. how to be confident in front of the camera, and then that's sharing your story. So any video content is really about stories. So, and we are moved by stories. We're not moved by design. We're not moved by the okay. When I say moved, we're not moved to buy or to do a call of action when we just watch the effects, right? When we just see the nice OBB or the nice intro or the nice drone shot, no, we're actually moved to purchase or to buy or to do a certain call of action is when we understand or when we relate to the story. So the story is actually the one that the key takeaway that you should guys that gets from this quick class with me, no. So first, this is actually since the class before, so I was supposed to get to know who you guys are, but no need to do that. So here, first one, goals natin, no? So understanding the why you're doing a video marketing, no? So before you create any video content, whether it's going to be in Facebook, whether it's going to be in Instagram, whether it's going to be in TikTok, whether it's going to be in YouTube channel, you have to understand why you're doing the video marketing in the first place. So if you don't understand why you're doing it, like you're just going to get involved in just doing something for many reasons. If you actually watch the episode with Sir Freddy about video editing, you will have a very difficult time communicating or making your audience understand what you really want to do. So should be a direct goal or direct objective as to why you're creating this video marketing. So remember, madami ngayon na estudyante or madami ngayon na tao na umay na sa pagnanood sa mga video. So madami kang competition, no? So hindi lang ikaw yung gumagawa ng video. Madaming taong gumagawa ng mga videos ngayon. So whether it's a meme, whether it is a very serious story, whether it's a documentary, whether it's something about a commercial, or whether it is a vlog or a travel vlog, there's so many, no? So if you don't understand really what you're trying to say and what you want to do or what you want to happen, that will have repercussions in the way you're going to create your video. So the first thing you have to understand is what is your goal, no? Ano ba talaga objective mo in creating a video? So, and these goals, this doesn't have to be super calculated or super objective. No, it's just basically like examine it. Like say, for example, in Experience Philippines, no, when we do the live stream, our goal is just to share the story of those who we invite in the live stream. So it is not really a to do an in-depth conversation on the what, where, how, and why of their passions or their stories, but it's really just to get to know him, have a little bit of chica in the conversation. It basically answers, some of the few things of what they do, who they are, where they can get in touch. So ganun lang, because it's just very quick. 1 hour is not so much. It's not so much time. So you just have to do it within that hour. So you can't really go in depth with the questions that you want to ask with them, no? So in their particular case, whenever you do, let's say you have a laundry business, like si Dave, may laundry business yung family nila, and they want to do an advert for their laundry business, he has to understand also ano yung objective ng advert nila for that laundry business. That's one. If you're doing an advert, sometimes we don't even need to do an advert. We can easily do a BTS, not yung Korean boy band, no. BTS being a behind the scenes, no. Many times this is actually an opportunity for brands just for the market to understand. Paano nila ginagawa? Ano yung behind the scenes nila? Ano ba yung story nila behind coming out with, let's say, Experience Philippines? Ano ba yung story nila why they started creating yung mga live streams? Ano ba yung story nila why they're creating yung mga online experiences? Ano ba yung story nila behind the paggawa ng mga themed adventures? So that can be an opportunity for you to understand, okay, ito pala yung objective ko lang is pakita mo lang sa kanila na, ginawa ko to kasi nga gusto ko lang tumulong sa advocacy. Advocacy natin is tumulong sa tourism para mapaunlad yung tourism, especially during this pandemic. Ganun kasimple lang, no? So make your goals concrete. I'm sure you've seen this thousands of times and maybe in many materials in the university. Yung mga narinig nyo na yung concrete dapat yung goals mo, complete measurable dapat yan, achievable dapat yan, well-defined dapat yan. Totoo naman talaga yun. So given na talaga yun. So kailangan mo naman talaga na meron talagang ganun. But hindi ka nang dapat sobrang maging super detalye on those things because you might lose out on the fun of creating the video, no? Uh, so let's go to the next one. So here are different kinds of goals. So depende sa goal nyo, depende sa objective ng uh, project. Let's say you have a project in school, depende sa goal ng business ng family mo, or depende sa negosyo mo. So here, I think there are more than, I created like, yeah, like six lang. So one is like attract, if you really want to attract large number of video views, no? So pwedeng ganyan ang one of your goals. Like, gusto ko lang madaming manood ng video ko. Pwedeng ganun, no? So, pwede rin naman mangyari, gusto ko magkaroon ng madaming unique viewers, hindi yung buong pamilya ko ay manonood, no? So, baka kasama ng pamilya. Gusto ko talaga may mga tao talaga na interesado sa video na ginagawa ko, no? The other kind of goal is really, trying to communicate to a specific market, because you want them to purchase something, or you want them to decide on doing something, no? Like, for example, pag gagawa ko ng video for people who are, or who want to buy gusto ko mag-move on na surprise gift box ng Experience Philippines, obviously, hindi ko tatargeting yung may mga jowa. Obviously, hindi yan na-target ko. So, ang tatargeting ko yung mga taong na heartbreak, yung mga taong na ghost, yung mga tao na break up lang ngayong pandemic. So, sila yung magiging target market ko. So yung storyline ko would be revolving around that kind of target market. Another way of another goal is really, you just want people to be inspired, no, and to have certain connection with you, like yung ginagawa ng Experience Philippines with the live stream. It's really to create a connection with the brand, no, our brand, Experience Philippines. It's not really to attract a large number of views. It's not really, for me, it's not really about creating unique views. It's really actually to inspire more and to make them connected to the brand, no? The other alternative is actually, the other objective is really to engage them. So if they have questions, they can easily ask us during the live interview or the live stream, no? So that's what actually, these are for me more of the two objectives that we have for the live stream. But majority of businesses would want to produce sales, no? Even us in Experience Philippines, we would want to produce sales, no? Currently, we're not doing that yet. As I gave instructions to the team heads, wag muna. We're just going to be learning in the next few weeks, and then by the time that April happens, then we can start monetizing the activities that we're currently doing. Why is the strategy like that? The strategy is like that is because we have so much to learn, no? There is so much things that can be improved on, and the only way to improve that is you keep on executing, and you keep on making mistakes, and to get feedback. And that's the only time we can test ideas. We can start working on a better way of delivering the storyline. We can start looking at opportunities. So once we have all those information, and it may not be completely at hand, no, hindi siya completely available, but meron na tayong data points. Yun ang sinasabi ko lagi kila Dave, no? At least meron na tayong data na pwedeng panghawakan, hindi natin binunot sa langit at sinabi, ito yung getting goal natin, no? So, and with that, at least for the next few weeks, we'll just keep on doing what we're doing, improving on it. And then by April, we'll start, pushing already the sales and online store. But at the end of the day, whenever you create a video, and whenever you tell your story, it should be something that you enjoy doing. Kasi kita naman yan sa mukha mo. Whenever you do a video, whenever you do something like a video content, if you're not happy with what you're doing, if it's just, it's really like napilitan ka lang, it will show. And when that shows, magkakaroon ka ng disconnection with your viewers, and that's what you don't want, no? How do we maintain that? You can't maintain that. Actually, you really have to enjoy creating content or creating a video, no? So, but sir, pero paano pag hindi ako mahilig pumapat sa camera? Can I still make video? Obviously, you can, no? You can ask a friend of yours. You can ask, there are several ways that I thought of before kasi hindi man ako mahilig magtapumabat sa camera. But there are thought several ways that I actually can create content without me coming out in the video. Let's say kung ako lang isa. And I was thinking ng puppet shows, no? Like you actually create an avatar, a simple puppet that actually talks for you. And yun ang binibideo mo, yung puppet na yun, who actually tells the story. So that can be another way, another interesting way that you can actually be proud of. Because I remember when I grew up with my lola, I used to have like, one way to entertain my lola is really to, alam mo yung mga socks. Gumagawa ko ng mga puppet show with the socks eh. Tapos may ibang story dapat yan. Pero mga 30 minutes lang nga, hindi pa nga 30 mga 10 minutes lang na entertainment with my lola. So, and they're entertained, no? And because I like doing it. When I ever hear my lola laughs, and she rarely laughs, it's a good feeling that when she relates to that. And I feel proud of that, and I feel happy about that, no? Di pa kasi uso ang video nun. The second, okay, about content. Oh God, this is gonna be like, dude, like I'm sure you guys have you consume so much content, and I'm sure that some of you are already in different social media platforms, and it's just kind of overwhelming for many of us, no? So even for me, I just can't stand to see so many things that comes out in my news feed. So content is very important in terms of what you really want to say, no? So you can talk about many things. You can talk about anything you want. No? So in fact, I would always recommend, if you have nothing to talk about or nothing to write or nothing to share, just do a BTS. I mean, behind the scenes. In fact, that's the best strategy of creating video content, is always document. Document what you're doing. Like kanina, like I was telling Dave kanina, because we're going to be having a guest next week called Cleaning Ladies. These are actually OFWs, displaced OFWs, who are looking for alternative ways and means to make money. And then a company, a startup called Cleaning Lady, which is actually owned by one of my friends, si Frances and Oski, decided to get these mga OFW na moms and started teaching them on proper hotel level cleaning. Like hindi siya yung cleaning ng kasambahay na nakilala lang sa tabi-tabi, no? So it's really like tinuruan talaga sila on the science behind the cleaning, the process behind the cleaning, the technology that they use in cleaning. So kanina, they came over to the condo, and then ang suggestion ni Francis is to do what they call a deep cleaning. So a deep cleaning is basically hindi siya yung basta walis-walis lang or basta mop lang or basta vacuum lang. So they actually brought mga literally mga high-powered equipments na vacuum, tapos yung mga ginamit nila na mga disinfectants, especially like now, no, like I have a dog and we have to go out and walk. So and it's a good way then para ma-disinfect yung condo. And I documented it. Like I documented the before and I documented the after. And it's a big difference between the before and the after. And then also they started showing me, oy, ano yung, sir, pakita namin yung itsura na nakuha namin sa bed. Yung liquid, meron silang vacuum na parang liquid siya na na-absorb niya pati yung dumi ng bed. Like any item, like any like sofa or any kumot or curtain or anything like that. And that was really like, to be honest, it's disgusting. Like I never thought I'm sleeping on a bed that's actually that dirty, you know. So doon ko na-realize na, kailangan ko pala paggawa to on a regular basis, no? Or even the pillows or even the kumot or even the curtain, it has to be done like that. So na-appreciate ko siya. It was documented and I took pictures of it, even though it was disgusting. Even though it was like I didn't imagine na ganun siya. And that's a content, no? Even though you guys don't have, fantastic editing skills, just by documenting that, in fact, napapansin nyo sa mga YouTube channel or sa mga TikTok, di naman sila ganun kagaling mag-edit. Or minsan ang pinaka nag-viral na videos is the one that's actually very simple. Like we did for Experience Philippines, we did a video with Gia, and she just started talking about yung mga gift boxes in Experience Philippines. It was just like a 30-second, 45-second video. She started showing the room, ano saan yung mga nakalagay yung mga boxes, and explain lang niya itsura ng mga gift boxes na Experience Philippines. And nag-viral siya. Like, she didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. Like, it's gonna be a viral video, because after that video, we had almost like roughly around 150 orders for the theme boxes. And then mga artista started sharing it. So that was a very interesting approach, no? So it can be as simple as that, no? So yeah. So yeah, guys, have any questions? I can read comments naman. So yeah. Okay, walang questions. You can actually write comments sa either in Discord or in the video in YouTube. So if you have any questions. No questions so far? Okay, let's proceed. Okay, so what are the different types of video contents that you can actually do? No, so and I shared one of them, which is actually behind the scenes. No, one video content that you can actually do is called vlogs. So this is the more popular one. In fact, during the pandemic, madami naging vlogger. In fact, madaming naging nag-pursue ng vlogging career nila, and some of them have flourished. In fact, so that's kind of like very interesting, because people are kind of siguro bored with the usual content that you always see, and they start very specifically coming out. Like, I know, like, I don't know if you know Inka Magnaye. So she's like a voiceover artist. She was unknown before the pandemic. She was not popular as much, although she comes from a family of voice 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 actors and voice actresses, voiceovers. Her career grew during the pandemic, and then she started, all because she started doing a vlog about her and her mom doing the Philippine Airlines voice. No, pagka kayo sa airplane, yung mga please fasten your seatbelts, mga ganyan. So very modulated in voice. Turns out the mom was the first ever voiceover for Philippine Airlines, and then she inherited that from her mom. So and it was a nice, interesting story. So that can be an opportunity to create content. No, behind the scenes, I already mentioned that. Yung ginagawa ng Experience Philippines ngayon, interviews, live streams, Q&A. This is unusually easiest content that I can think of. Why? Because we don't have much time to do like a actual edit, and I prefer to produce more than just creating edits and stuff. So another opportunity is actually webinars, exactly like we're doing now. No, so this is actually another video content you can actually share. Events, presentations, tutorials. If you're like, I think one of the people that I am kind of like proud of over the course of doing the live stream is actually meeting Timothy Reyes and the brother, which is actually Thomas, the brother. No, so silang dalawa, because apparently they have those two magkapatid. They have my best friend, yung best friend ni Timothy is actually isa sa mga sikat na TikToker. And he produces, and his shows in TikTok is actually about robotics. So robots. So he became very popular because he created BB-8, I think, yung sa Star Wars. So yung robot, he actually created an actual moving robot. No? And it's kind of cool because he actually shows the tutorial of that, like the process of, he actually documented and actually taught people how he actually did it. So that's a really interesting approach to creating video content. Another video content is actually product reviews. So if you guys have, let's say your family owns a brand, or let's say, I can't think of an example. I can only think of Dave's example because their family does like yung laundry. They have a laundry business, no, or baking business as well. You can actually do product reviews of the materials or the raw materials. Let's say the detergent that they actually use to do the laundry, or the motorcycle guy, or the motorcycle service, or the courier service for the delivery of the laundry, yung mga laundry. You can actually do a product review, how they are. And that is for us, Experience Philippines. We did a review for Pasabay. Pasabay is actually our courier partner. Eventually, they became the courier partners of many of my friends' businesses because I did a positive review because I really loved how they service the Experience Philippines. So yung mga friends ko decided to get them as well. So product review can be a good opportunity in creating content. Testimonials is a very good opportunity. At least dito, hindi ka na mag-iisip. You just interview someone, get a 30-second interview with them, like telling them why they like your product. So, and many times, if you're actually selling something, testimonials is a good avenue to convert people. So there's always a higher conversion rate when people are checking out reviews. Kaya ako, personally, sa Experience Philippines, um, kasi napansin mo, if you go to Facebook pages, there's a tab doon called reviews. Excuse me. May mga tab doon. Some people, kinatanggal nila yun kasi ayaw nila maka-receive ng negative review. Kasi nga, pag naka-negative review, lalabas yung score mo doon. Either it's a 4.9 or 5 or 3 or 1, ganyan. So, and that's an indicator of whether you are a good brand or not. No? And they don't like to reveal that. No. Why is it counterproductive? I find it personally, I would rather be transparent and have the reviews there. If there's something negative that was reviewed with Experience Philippines, then I know that my services or the brand itself is still lacking. So there's an opportunity to grow. Kasi we can't be complacent. Like if you guys have your own personal businesses or you have your family businesses as well, like they're all entrepreneurs or they have a business in the province or anything, don't be discouraged to not have that reviews, no, because it's always a constant improvement. So negative reviews and negative feedback is a way for us to look at how our system works and our process works, and then addressing that, because I think that's a good thing about product reviews is that, or testimonials, is that we can actually address those things and then work on it. So that's a level up for us, and we improve on that. So that's why mas iffy ako sa mga brands na tinatanggal nila yung reviews, like PLDT reviews, that tatanggal na yung review nila. Siguro kasi ang daming negative review na overwhelmed, baka kulang na lang maging zero na lang sila sa Facebook, no? Because their customer service really sucks, like Globe and all that stuff. But it's the given na wala tayong choice. That's the problem with the duopoly. Wala kang choice, no? So, but that's the reason why product reviews, testimonials, it's a good opportunity to actually share as a video. Animation, no, I'm not really good at this. I used to do I do motion graphics back in when I was in New Zealand, and I think it's fantastic to do animation. We did we used to have like comics for Experience Philippines. So we did the behind the scenes of how comics are made. At yung akala ko nagbuhayin ulit yan, no? Yan, ito, live streaming is another opportunity. User-generated content, yung mga ginagawa nyo ngayon, let's say, yung mga nag-research about Tinago Eco Park, yung mga ginagawa ng Kapalongga, mga ganyan, no? So these are actually user-generated content, and you actually encourage other people to, instead of ako gumagawa, you guys are the ones doing it. So in fact, it's better, especially for our community and Experience Philippines community. Maganda rin yun that we encourage the people who are part of the community to produce the content, hindi lang galing sa atin. Kasi nga, mas big sabihin, you're actually connecting with them, and they actually are very trusting about what they want to put into your platform. And yeah, another one. Let's get to. Recently, but we're not doing a video content with it, but at least contents on contests and campaigns. So this can be an opportunity to create a video as well, and personalized videos. I love this one. In fact, this is like what we're going to be studying for April. I'll teach you this eventually. I'll show you one of the Dave and the rest of the team doesn't know it yet, but there is actually a platform that I'm actually eyeing on that actually has very high conversion rate in terms of purchase. Is because of the personalized videos. Kaya gagawin natin as a strategy rin to eventually, no? What is a personalized video? I used to do this way back in 2019. Whenever someone joins our road trip, ginagawa ko kasi when nag-road trip sila, the clients that we have, let's say 14 or 15 yung nag-attend, we put them in a chat room, a Facebook chat room together, and then we title the chat as SRT or Singles Road Trip number 29. So lahat ng mga tumalin Singles Road Trip number 29, if they have Facebook accounts, we all put them there. And then I do a video message. I actually record myself and then send it to them, like thanking them for joining the road trip. And that's a video content, no? It's very conducive and very helpful for instilling a connection with your clientele. Okay. So yeah, so far, any questions, guys? Any questions? Questions. Teka lang. Questions. Baka hindi niya narinig. Narinig niyo ba ako? Parang tingin ko narinig. Questions? Wala. Proceed. Yeah. So this is actually my advice to you. All you have to do is really document your journey. So be authentic, be kind, and be yourself. No? So those are my 3 tips. Be authentic, meaning don't come out with something that is not you. No, you have to be yourself. So if you are hindi ka marunong mag-English or nahihirapan ka mag-English, that's fantastic, Or nag-nosebleed ka pag nag-English, or you like to speak in Taglish, that's fantastic as well. Or mahilig medyo konyo ka, like gusto nyo magsalita na medyo may pagka-twang-twang, parang Chris Aquino, fine. That's just, if you're like that, that's who you are. Just be authentic like that, no? But also be kind. Now, when I say be kind, don't put yourself in a scenario where, ito na medyo philosophical na rin and medyo about self improvement is, don't push yourself too hard. Don't pressure yourself to do something epic. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's easy for us to compare our activities and our strengths or our accomplishments, our successes with those we see. So like, oy, buti pa siya, ang dami niyang nanonood sa videos niya. Buti pa siya, ang daming nag-engage sa video niya. Buti pa siya, kinuha ng na-sponsor ng isang brand. Don't do that. No, the moment you compare yourself, the moment you start looking outside of yourself and not being kind to yourself, is the moment that you lose. And when I say lose, is because it's going to spiral down from there. You're going to be depressed. You won't be wala kang gana mag-produce ng content or video. So don't do that. And then be yourself. Just be yourself is a fantastic way of creating content already, a video content. You just if you're curly, you have curly hair. If you have I have a friend. She actually produces makeup content, but her eyes is hindi siya yung normal na eyes. Mabanlag siya. But she doesn't care, no? She doesn't care. Kahit mabanlag siya. She just produces whatever she wants to produce. And she does like a lot of cosplay. So then that's who she is as a person, no? So you can be like that and be like that yourself, no? All right. Wala. Okay. Okay, now let's go to the portion about, this is like already discussed more or less the whys or the theory behind it. Now it's creating content. No, creating content is, I think, the hardest part. And I think the best way to create content and the easiest way to create content is not having a fantastic camera or high-end camera. Just grab your phone. And I think most of us have, we don't use analog phones, so ewan ko na kung may gumagamit pa sa inyo ng analog phones, but don't use an analog phone. But if you guys have a digital, like a normal, like a phone, whether whatever brand that is, whether it's Huawei or iPhone or Samsung or whatever brand, no, or it's if it's capable of documenting or making videos or recording videos, perfect, man. You can use that because there's several apps that can edit in the phone. So that's where you actually start. So and that's the best way to start, is actually just to start with recording yourself or doing a quick one. So ito actually assignment. I usually give assignments to people. This is actually the reason why the reason why I do this class is I actually give this assignment. In fact, I'm going to give this as an assignment, and it's going to be part of your missions as well. So I want you guys to choose 5 of the engaging types of videos, and then using your phone, you just go out and record 1 minute. There's no need for major editing. Just record 1 minute of the 5 types or the 14 types that I actually showed you, which is this one. This one. So either you can do a vlog, a behind the scenes interview, ganyan. So I want you guys to choose 5 of the different types and then create 1 minute video. All right. So this is actually going to be your assignment. Can you just post it on this Discord channel? So yan. So pwede nyo gawing yan. Why? Because I want you guys to be trained also to see where you are, where your limitations are. No? Parang makita niya lang yung kung saan kayo comfortable, saan kayo hindi comfortable. Is that okay? Yes. Wala nag-reply. G kayo sa assignment na yan, G. Baka na-stress na sila sa assignment. Questions? Assignment? None? G. Okay, G daw sila. G. G sa assignment. Ayan. So that's gonna be one of your part of your training, no? So I want you guys to do that, no? Okay, let's move on. So please show that na lang in the Discord channel. So, okay, this is another topic that I just want you to sometimes it's actually very this is actually very talked about a lot. Ano ba talagang kailangan ko gawin? Mag-produce ng magandang video pero isa lang, or gumawa ko ng madaming videos pero pangit siya. Sa tingin nyo, ano yung mas okay? Sino yung boto sa quality? Sige, sagutin nyo lang sa StreamYard. Sino yung boto sa quality? So, sulat nyo, quality. Sino yung boto sa quantity? So, sulat nyo sa StreamYard, sa chat ng YouTube. Quality or quantity? So, sulat nyo dyan. Lahat yung mga nanonood. Quality or quantity? Quality or quality. So, si Dave, quality. And si Dave, si Julia, quality. Dave, quality. Si Angelo, quality. Si Hazel, quality. Si Bench, quality. Oh, sige, may iba pa. Meron pa tayong nanonood na 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. May dalawa pa. Hindi pa sumasagot yung dalawa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, mga nanonood. 7 na lang. Oh, 7 na lang nanonood. Okay, si Nestle, quality. Alright. So, lahat kayo, madami sa inyo, quality. Alright. Actually, the right answer to that is there is actually no correct answer in terms of quality or quantity, but quality has a more in-depth connection with your audience, which is true. So quality can produce that. However, the advantage of quantity is that your speed, meaning you learn from, kasi ang downside ng quality, is perfectionism. So you always want to do something that's perfect. You always want to come up with something that's wala nang issue, wala nang i-improve on, or parang maganda talaga, napapawaw lahat sila. The downside of that is like you would spend more time with it, and then you would spend more making sure that it looks fantastic. No, the upside of it naman is that you get to engage with, like, when people see it and it's really quality, you have really like good feedback naman from quality. No? Quantity. The downside of quantity is that sometimes you can just produce really crappy videos, like really bad videos. However, the upside of quantity is the speed of improvement. Kasi you would learn how things work and how things are as you produce more. In fact, as a human being, habits, like human habits, there is more. We become how do you say it? We learn more, or we become expert. Okay, we become expert not by quality, but actually by quantity. Personally, in my choice as a person, I prefer quantity. Why? Because I know myself. If I actually focus on quality, it would take me forever to finish. But if I actually do it now, and if even though ang pangit niya, ang tsaka niya tignan, or mas nasa engganyo ako kasi mas nakita ko anong areas ko kaya improve. Nakita ko kagad, ito pala kailangan improve, ito pala kailangan ko improve. Like, if you notice, our conversations, like Dave, may mga things that, if you look at the live stream in the very beginning and the live stream now, it's a little bit more different and more streamlined compared before. Because we were just kept on doing live stream. But natuto kami in the process, na kailangan pala magandang introduction, kailangan may OBB pala, kailangan may magandang stuff. If I were to, if I started doing all of that in the very beginning, then I would have taken longer, because knowing myself, I will procrastinate. So, mas maganda saan yung quantity. That is, again, my opinion. So, there is no right and wrong answer. It really depends on who you are as a person. Because I know myself, I'm quite self-aware of what I'm good at and what I'm bad at. That's why I will focus more on quantity. Yeah, there you go. So Adriel is quantity. All right, cool. Publishing content. No, dude, guys. I mean, if you guys are not yet publishing anything online, like you're still takot pa rin kayo mag-publish online, then there's something really, really, and in fact, you guys, as part of Experience Philippines, you should be, as interns, I want you guys, when you leave Experience Philippines, to really be very confident enough to take lead roles in terms of producing content. Why? Because there is really magic to it when you actually start sharing your story. And sharing stories is the one that actually transcends age, transcends experiences, transcends your race, transcends languages. Why? Because when you start telling your story and you start pushing it online, publishing it, you're actually going to be attracting the people who will be inspired by you. And it's funny that how it sounds like. But really, if you start sharing content, like video content online, you start attracting those who you want to attract, and those who you will also may realize mo that, sounds really weird, no? Pero hindi naman to very hindi naman to parang for self proclamation, anything like that. Iangat mo yung sarili. But you create fans, you create a fan base, and when you do create a fan base, let's say sabihin natin tawag natin fans sila, ang laki ng matutulong mo sa kanila. Like when I started doing my vlog, way back in 2020, when it's called Banyo Thoughts. And I started talking about my journey during the pandemic, like the things that I started doing, the things that I started sharing about, like I started doing that dance classes, like sincerely, hindi ako magaling sumayaw, but I started documenting that. And then I realized some of my friends would actually message me and actually say that, thank you for talking about something that's very hard to talk about, like depression, anxiety, heartaches, or something like that. So, or food, like we're not being successful in, hindi magaling magluto, pero you learn how to cook, no? So, and you start sharing this, you start developing a relationship with the people who actually follow you. And when they start following you, they actually, seriously, they actually, sometimes, yun ang kailangan nila to do something, or to push themselves to do something great, or to do something that they've always wanted to do. All because they saw you do it, and they saw you where you came from. So natuwa rin sila na, pwede pala gawin to. So I would suggest that you start publishing. And then there's so many platforms you can actually publish, YouTube is one of them. Who cares? Like Experience Philippines, guys. Nakita niyo naman nanonood kayo ng StreamYard sa YouTube, no? Nakita niyo ilang followers ng Experience Philippines? 300 lang. 300 subscribers. But does it remove, or does it lessen the brand because it only has 300 followers or 300 subscribers? No. It doesn't at all. There's no relationship between the number of followers. I mean, at the end of the day, if you really want to spread out, if you really are into that kind of yung parang feeling good na madami kang subscribers, then all the means, that can be one of your goal, no? But for me, in Experience Philippines, it's not really my goal. My goal is to be able to produce, video content and people that can watch over time, no? And that's something valuable at the end. No? So it really depends on what your really objective is. So YouTube can be utilize it, and in fact, it's a haven of many, many good things and also many bad things. But at least you can use it as a place to publish your content. Facebook videos, it's like same as pinaka-share. I think Facebook videos is the most shareable. If you really want your videos to be shared across your friends, family, and everywhere else. Like, I think Facebook videos would be a good opportunity to utilize. No? Instagram as well. The Instagram videos is really good. Like, they have IGTV now. I just don't like IGTV because I think it's just very portrait. I think most majority of it's portrait. Although you can tweak it naman to not make it portrait. Yeah. TikTok. I really love TikTok. In fact, I haven't really explored it as much, but I really love TikTok. Contrary to many people who don't like it because it's a China made app. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic platform because it's organic, meaning people will follow you because they like you. It's not because they actually. And when you put into the yung what tinatawag nilang FYP page or FYP, yung hashtag FYP, is because people are interacting with your videos. So lumalabas ka sa main feed ng TikTok. So that's how si Bella Porch became very popular. That's why yung madami ngayon mga influencers during the pandemic became very popular with TikTok. No? So TikTok is really good. I think you should try exploring. In fact, yun yung sinasabi ko kay Dave and the rest of the team. I think we should start producing content, and that's what we're going to be doing on April. We're going to be doing gamified content for the Experience Philippines TikTok. Cheat sheet. Hindi pa rin spelling ko. Haha. Ito yun. Actually, this is a tools that I was gonna be telling you. You can use Canva. Canva is a really good tool to utilize for. I think it's a free tool. You can even create videos in Canva. It's like secret weapon. And in fact, we always been discussing that in our live stream with the FH moms, with Mommy MK. So you start using Canva as your best friend. As an account, as a tool for creating amazing content. No. So currently, Canva has actually a video content. You can actually create, I think, a maximum of 20 minutes the video with Canva. No, the only challenge with Canva videos is that in terms of transitions, that's the only challenge that they have. But I think they've started improving the transitions now. So just use Canva. If you don't have Canva yet, start utilizing. If you haven't experimented on the video aspect of Canva, maybe it's a good time to start experimenting on that. Lastly, optimizing. So this is the last section on, I think it's that section if I'm mistaken. Yeah, optimizing. So optimize. When I say optimize, I think I'm not an optimization kind of person, but if you're kind of really the type of person, if you need it for your business, if you want to optimize, this is basically yung mga SEO strategies, no? So some of the important, in fact, napapansin nyo, I think Dave notices it as well. Whenever I title mga live streams, I always put this bracket. It's because that works. Titles work. In fact, it's actually reviewed by. This is a tip for you guys. Now, whenever you title your videos, always make sure to utilize titles that can be searched. Kasi titles are actually searchable. So that's the thing about titles. Na pag tinaype mo sa search ng FB, tinaype mo sa search ng Google or sa YouTube, titles actually can be your best friend. No? So don't just post any random title. Like really study the titles that you want. If you want to be like people, they're looking for like online experience. So sabihin, title natin online experience. So that can be included in your title as well. So that people, when they start searching for online experience, ikaw yung unang ikaw yung unang mahanap. So this one strategy is really post consistently, and I'm pretty happy, and I really like to thank you guys for consistently posting in the Experience Philippines social media handles. I really thank you for that, because that is actually helping us. In fact, I was really surprised. Prior to March, I think January of this year, we were only now I'm just giving it as a benchmark, guys. We were only 42,000 likes or followers in Facebook. Now we're actually almost 52. That's around 10,000 additional likes or followers with the brand, no? And that was just basically what like a month and a half ago. So that's kind of cool, all because we were posting consistently. So that's really the difference between brands who post consistently and brands who do not post consistently. So we talked about titles already. And then at the end of the video, although I'm not like this, no, because this is for me. Personally, I wrote this because for you guys, but to be honest, I really am not like I'm not really after the likes and subscribe because kung gusto nila mag-subscribe ka. But tama naman, it's a strategy that you can employ to always encourage them to follow and like and subscribe. No? So it's a really one way to increase your, kasi sa industriya talaga ng advertising, people want to sponsor you pag madami ka talagang likes at subscribers. Yun ang talagang reality of it. No? Yeah, create a video channel and subscribe. Ito, I think I would focus on the fifth one is that if you find someone who you like a lot, like someone you're inspired, please support that person and subscribe to their channel and like look at what the content that they do, because at the end of the day, their story can actually influence also how you can create your own story and how you can start utilizing some strategies that they have and apply it on your end of the spectrum, no? So increasing video views. I mean, to be honest, I just showed it down because some people are really into this whole thing of really watching. So really, thumbnails really play an important. That's why sa Experience Philippines, I very emphasize on how the thumbnails look like, yung mga video images sa live stream, because it does have an effect really on it. Ito, I think this one is very, for me, more important. Always reply to comments. Whenever someone makes a comment on your video, whenever someone makes tag someone, or just come up with a react or something, a reply. Someone's basic, I asked a question, just reply. It would be the sinasabi ni Mommy MK in our Monday interview with her. Your comment section is actually your best friend. Because if the brand doesn't make comments, or if the brand doesn't actively engage in the comment section, then the brand is very superfluous. And if you really want to build a community, always reply, even though how stupid the question is or how irrelevant the question is. Just reply. Actively reply to comments. And then here, adding sharing video links. It's good to do that. Okay, yeah, putting it all together. Yeah. So I think this is actually an assignment. Yeah, this is an assignment that you're not going to do. So I don't want you guys to do this anymore. So this is actually because when I was teaching this, each of the guys who I was teaching with had an actual business, and I taught them how to start putting it all together and actually create an actual video about their business so that people understand what their business is all about. All right. So, questions. Do you guys have any questions so far? We're almost time, but none. Questions? No, wala pang question. Sige. So, again, going back, everyone has a story. You guys have a story. No one is there. Everyone is interesting. You guys are interesting. Everyone is interesting. So your story matters. So engage your audience always with authentic stories. Huwag yung fake. Huwag yung fake stories. Kasi malalaman nila kung totoo yung story niyo or totoo yung story niya. So always that's a one tip that I can actually share whenever you do video content is really your story does really matter. And then always go back to your why. Why are you doing this? So there are days kasi you're ganado ka mag-video, like ganado kami mag-live stream. There are days na pagod lang ako mag-live stream, but kailangan gawin. You have to go back to your why. If you don't know what your why is, review it. Go back, reflect. What is your really why? Why you wanted to do this thing in the first place? Because that will give you the strength to move forward. Ayan, mukha ko na lang. Tanggalin mo na yan. Kalala niyo naman ako. Tanggalin natin yan. Nakakaya yan. But anyway, that ends our class for today on online video marketing. So how to create effective video campaigns for your brand. So if you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask in the comment section on YouTube. Questions? Any questions kayo? I really like this. I really like this picture. This one. I think this one is the best way to end it. Your story matters. Yeah. Questions, guys? Questions? Wala nang question. Okay, about the video assignments po, anything under the sun po ba yung content? So I think question ni Julia. So about the video assignment po, anything under the sun po ba yung content or by specific topic or anything under the sun that you like? Kailangan something that you like. Kasi it doesn't make sense for me if something it's not something that you don't like. I prefer that something that you like. If you like makeup, if you like to talk about your morning routine, if you like to talk about bikes, if you like to talk about food, your dog, yeah, anything that you like, something that you like, that would be the best way because malalabas yung enthusiasm yung pag gusto niya yung bagay. So yeah, anything you like. Any more questions? Assignment talaga inisip, no? Na-pressure yata si Julia sa akin sa assignment. Huwag ka ma-pressure, girl! Hindi ko kayo pina-pressure. Gusto ko lang kayo masanay, matuto lang. It's really part of your training. So no pressure there. But I really just want to learn. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Any more question? Dave, may question ka? Ikaw, feeling ko madami kang question eh. Kuha na tayo ng YouTube channel. May YouTube channel na Experience Philippines. Ano ka ba? Mukbang, pwede. Yo, yan. Si Angelo magbo-volunteer daw sa mukbang. Sige, pag-usapan natin si ano, I clarify po, we need to create. Okay, Hazel has a question. To clarify po, we need to create 5 1-minute. Yes, you need to create 5 1-minute videos. Okay, of anything you like, but you have to choose the strategies, yung different types of video, either an interview, a testimonial, a live stream. Yeah. Yes, kailangan mo gumawa ng personal channel mo. Yeah, the Esteliora channel. Yan. Padyakan mo, David. Ayan. Pwede ganon. Kasi yung picture mo dapat, David, yung ganyan tsura. Yung papapi look ka. Yan. So, yeah. Ano pa? Sino pa may tanong? Tanong pa, guys? So, let's go back to the different types, no, para makita nyo rin. All right, so let's go back. Either you can create a 1-minute vlog, a behind the scenes, interview, webinar, event, presentation, sulat nyo na lang yan, ha? Tutorial, product review, testimonial, animation, live streaming. I doubt you can make user content, so don't do that anymore. Contest, a personalized video. Yeah. So kayo na bahala which among these ones you would like to make. Ang tanong ni Dave, pwede pa namin interview ang sarili namin? Yes, actually, yeah. You know, that's a funny thing. So many people use TikTok as an opportunity to do like a 2-character kind of thing, which I would suggest you do. Like you do an interview with yourself. Like you do it's a fun way of doing it. It's also a good way to learn. So pwede kang gumawa ng character, one character, another character, and then you interview each other. No, so that could be an option. That's a good strategy. No, it's actually being employed many times. In fact, some of the most viral videos about the pandemic is actually one of a girl talking to her future self, which is kind of cool. No? So that can be a strategy. May due date. Ano to? Due date? Yeah, due date. Let's say, yeah, I would prefer that you guys do it kagad. So if you can finish it tomorrow or Saturday 12 noon. So Saturday 12 noon and deadline. Saturday 12 noon. Suot ko na yung date, March 20. Yan. So, Saturday, 12 noon, March 20, ang deadline yun. 2021 yan, ha? Baka mamaya kala nyo sa akin. Yan. Ay, edit natin. Yan. And Saturday, 12 mm. Hindi pa rin sinunod ko. Saturday, 12 noon, March 20. 2021. Akala si 2022. Yan po ang ating deadline. Clear, guys? Clear? Look at it. It's fun, guys. Don't look at it as an assignment na pinapahirapan ko kayo. It's just something that I want you to explore. It's good. It's a good way to explore. Sige, ako rin, gagawa ko para sa inyo. Gagawa rin ako para we're all in the same page. So I'll do this one as well with you guys. So we'll all share it to each other, and then we'll have fun with doing it. No? May questions pa? Wala na? All goods? All goods na tayo? Yes. Yes. Alright. So, dyan na po nagtatapos ang ating yan. So yun. So I'd like to say thank you to everyone who watched this, all the 8 people who actually went on the live online class on video marketing. So really thank you sa inyong lahat na nanood. And if you have any questions, you can actually just discuss it with me on okay, may tanong si Julia pala. Sorry, Julia. 5 videos with 5 different contents. O pwedeng umulit yung type. Pwede umulit yung type. Pwede umulit yung type. Like yung one style. Like, you're talking about mukbang, for example. If you're going to talk about mukbang in all 5 different styles, go ahead. It's important is that you actually implement all the 5 different styles lang. So yun importante. Whether it's the same content but different approach, it's okay. You're going to be doing that in the future anyway. That's how it's going to be done in reality anyway. So it has to be 5 different types. So this is a mission. I will put it on the mission board. So ako magbibigay ng experience points for that. But yeah. All right. So yun. So let's go back. I'd like to say thank you guys again for watching, and I hope you guys will be doing this video with me soon. At yung submit nyo na lang this coming Saturday. But yeah, I hope you learned a lot. I hope you learned a lot in this video class or in this online class that we have for Experience Philippines. So that's about it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on Discord. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you.